It's funny, doing meditation at home with a video or an app, or, this is a very modern thing. This is not something you could do. You could imagine, 5th century Tibet, 1st century India. You had to go get an instruction from a human. They would speak it into your ear. And if you were lucky, they'd be like, okay, stick around and ask me your 100,000 questions, because it's going to happen. And if you're unlucky, they'd be like, okay, kick stones. Come back in a week or 6 weeks and let me know what shakes loose. But I feel like there's so much in this culture. There's so much kind of pop culture understanding of what meditation is or should be. I feel like if all I ever did was do my kind of, this is not what meditation is, I'd be 24 hours a day till I'm dead, because the teachings of the historical Buddha and those teachers and students after him are so radical. And it's almost like a thing where you have to go gentle. It's like breadcrumb by breadcrumb. And you can go to the feast and eat what you can stomach, and then you go home, and then you come back and maybe you eat a little more, or maybe you try a different dish, or, it's all food metaphors with me. But, the teachings are deeply radical, and I feel like the most radical part of the teachings, especially for those of us who got into meditation maybe through a self-help avenue or a self-improvement angle, very wholesome, don't get me wrong. Maybe people who studied yoga, or, I've sit with a lot of people who were sent here by therapists or spouses or doctors. And that's great, that's wonderful that we live in that kind of era. But it would be easy to have the idea that meditation is primarily an avenue of self-improvement. That there's something wrong about us, or something broken, or something not right that we need to fix. And I think a lot of us, I think it would be safe to say that a lot of us have that ongoing idea. And that's fine. In its most wholesome manifestation, you could think, I don't think this needs to be this hard. My life shouldn't be, is it this hard for everyone? This seems really hard. I'm really sad. Or, insert your kind of default. I'm angry. I'm frustrated all the time. I'm hopeless. I'm icy. I don't know what's going on. So, and that's a very wholesome place to come by. The historical Buddha, the whole reason we're sitting in this room is because this guy was like, since there's new people, I'll refrain from cussing so much. I'm a petulant, petty, depressive, bitter, grudgy, judgy jerk, and I'm sad all the time. This can't be right. It's such a beautiful, and on some level at its base, it's based on the understanding that I deserve to be happy. It has at its root an understanding that because I breathe and because I'm alive, I have this intuition that I deserve to be happy on some level. And that's why we're all here. But the actual teachings that he discovered, and specifically the orientation to meditation that the Buddha teaches, is so radical for the very reason that it has as its foundational platform simply meeting whatever is arising. The desire to fix and problem solve and strive and struggle and problematize. This is how we live our lives, and this is the way our hunter-gatherer problem-solving brain works. But all wholesome developments in the path of meditative practice begin with, have as their foundation, and are nourished by the understanding, the establishment, the relaxing into of this beautiful, spacious hospitality, this availability, this kindness.